Hello everybody, Kale's Custom back here, and I finally am getting to do my Spiderman Homecoming Showcase, but this is kind of like a part 1 to it. I'm actually have not finished Vulture because I've stopped on him. I'm currently working on Justice League minifigures, and maybe some other couple ones, but I had these finished for a little while, and I haven't been able to do a lot of showcases right now because school started, so I've been more busy with that and cross country. So anyways, I have time now, and I'm finally showing them off. And as you see, we have Spiderman in his tech suit here, and then a homemade suit right over here. Yeah, let's get into this. Alright, so the tech suit. This is probably one of my a really good custom I have, because like one of my favorites, just due to like how it turned out. There are some parts that I knew I probably could, like, if I ever do make another Spider-Man, I could probably do better on, but most part I was really happy with how it came out and stuff. So yeah, everything you see on here is painted except for like the front torso here and the eyes, because that was Lego's version, and then I just like added details and painted more to it. So yeah, let's get down to this. Alright, so for the legs, or at least for all the black lines you see are mostly Sharpie, and I just very thinly got on there, very thinly painted it, and I was able to make the web lines like you see on the boots. You can see the lines I drew there, and then they go all the way around, even inside the legs. Yeah, so here, I'll show you inside the legs so you can see if it focuses. Yep. And then going back to the front, he has a lot of these like black lines on the blue part of his suit. I painted all those to try to get as accurate as possible. Yeah, those were on the actual minifigure when I got it, so I had to paint those on myself, and I had to redo a couple of them, but I eventually got them right. As you can see, like on the legs, he had most detail on there, so I painted all of that. I painted them on the sides too. See, like that little square and stuff you can see there, painted, and then even on the back, I painted some black lines, and then because I'm pretty sure he had double molded boots, so I added more black lines around there and stuff, and then moving back over to the front on his torso. Yeah, it's a little crooked. Most of this is Lego's design, and I added like his web cartridges. I just like got some silver paint, and I messed up on one of them. As you can see, like this big top one right there. I messed up on that one, but I tried scratching it a little bit, get some of the paint off, but I mean, it ended up looking alright. I mean, it's not that big of a notice and stuff. And then I added on to the black lines on his suit that go around like the symbol, like where his web cartridges connect. I went over those a little bit more. There have been some parts that I've scratched off a little bit, but it looks alright still. And then, like I said, all this part right here, just Lego torso, Lego's version of it and stuff. And then moving on to the arms, so focus. Trying to focus. Yeah, get out of lighting a little more. Yeah, that's alright. I basically I added on red paint onto arms, and then redid the black lines and like the web shooters and stuff like that. And the black, dark blue navy paint I added on there, and then I did a little bit of his web shooters inside. Just that. I didn't know much detail about that, and yeah, it was supposed to be really small, so I just did that and try to get the blackness of it, like, because his web shooters are just black in the movie and they stand out, so I just painted black, and yeah. And then on his hand, I did his focus. You can kind of see I did his webbing there. Trying to get yeah. See, now I did webbing, and I added some more webbing on his arms, like on his shoulder, like right around here on his shoulder. I did some on his like side of his or the bottom of his like wrist where the web shears are more at. I don't, my camera don't focus, but I added some more webbing on there, and same for both arms. And I added like this black line goes all the way around the suit on his shoulder. It can focus. There we go. And then onto the back, it's Lego's torso, of course, and I added these black lines, you see, that go all the way up on his back and then cross over more. And then the spider symbol is Lego's too. I just painted dark or navy blue around it. I give it, make it more accurate at least. And then, yeah, and then the back was pretty simple. It wasn't much too, just mostly blue and black. And then moving on to the head, Lego's head again. I liked it. I kept it like that because I didn't want to paint all of his like webbing and stuff, which I have made a custom before for my friend on his birthday, and I did all the webbing. And yeah, I mean, the reason why I like this one because it had like the reflected lenses, kind of. Like you can see now, it's like silver in some spots, and that's why I like it because it looks like the lenses can still move. And then I just added some black webbing around here. I probably could have done, I know I could do a lot better job on it, but I think I was a little rushing then. But, yeah, if I could redo this, then I would redo the webbing. And then I add some on top of him, both sides. And then the back is just Lego's version. So, yeah, that's my tech suit. And now, focus. Now moving on to the homemade suit. Alright, the homemade suit. This was the first one I was making, and then I ended up finishing the tech suit first, actually. But this one it was very simple and easy to make. Because the arms and the legs, I didn't have paint much on them. Mostly because I used like a standard like baby bluish legs and arms from like the Captain Cold minifigure, and yeah. And then I just had to paint the torso and mostly just use Sharpie on it. Because it's just like a hoodie. And I painted a symbol on first. And now I like the little detail you can see like on his jacket. Like look like it's stretching and stuff. And then I sculpted his hoodie. As you can see here. Like his little hoodie things. And on top of that you can see a little bit of his hoodie. And in the back you can see his hoodie sculpted like, hang on, get it focused, yeah, like that. And then he has like this thing on his jacket, this detail right here I added on from back and front. And his boots are just all red, so that was pretty easy. And they go inside the legs and stuff, even in the back side legs. And then his arm's pretty easy, just electrical duct tape, just electrical tape glued onto the wrist, and then I got painter's tape, painted silver, and it's taped down there. And then his gloves, I just did like my tech suit gloves, except he had black on there on the bottom. Except I forgot to put out like he has fingerless or like it's like the gloves without finger tops on them. I just forgot to add his skin color there, but it's alright. And then his head was like all had like a standard red Lego head, and I just sanded off the face and sculpted eyes on, and then paint it. It was basically like a black. Like I tried to get the goggles to look like the shape of his eyes almost, which I kind of got with my fingers and the X-Acto knife, and then painted it white on there. And I try to make it so it looks like he's like kind of like one eye's squinting a little bit and the other one's wide open. And I gave him these little like circle things he has on his actual goggles. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that Spider-Man. And then the symbol, of course, it's just a big old black dot in the middle, and then his legs, as you can see, are skinny, and at the end of every leg, it's like a circle almost. So yeah. And then also on his hoodie, you can see like around here, I sculpted like little strings that come off the hoodie. And yeah, and that's my homemade Spider-Man suit. And yeah. So that's it for my showcase. I'm currently working on a Batman Justice League figure, and I'll actually give you a sneak peek right now. So yeah, let me just walk on over here. See, those are all my Legos, of course. Yeah, here's my Batman so far. Sculpted a lot. And then I'm working on some other customs, but I'm making another Nathan Drake for someone. But for right now, I'm working on Nathan Drake, and maybe making some Rick and Morty customs. And then, yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there's a panting noise in my room, and that's my dog. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video a lot. Sorry I haven't been posting that much, but I will have more videos hopefully soon. Like a couple more flash showcases. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy.